Here you will find the main ideas from the book. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content. It's okay to feel down. Have you ever experienced this? A time when anxiety, frustration, or worry about a person or situation consumes your thoughts. You find it impossible to concentrate, productivity slips away, and your anxiety intensifies. Then, you start questioning why you're anxious in the first place, which leads to even more anxiety. This vicious cycle, which Mark Manson refers to as the feedback loop from hell, is a familiar experience for many. But where does this anxiety originate? According to Manson, part of the issue stems from society's emphasis on maintaining a relentlessly positive mindset. Social media, particularly platforms like Instagram, showcases picture-perfect lifestyles, subtly encouraging people to suppress negative emotions. This creates the false impression that sadness and anxiety are unnatural feelings, when in reality, rejecting negative emotions only exacerbates the problem. Philosopher Alan Watts describes this as the backwards law. The desire for a more positive experience is itself a negative experience. Conversely, the acceptance of one's negative experience is itself a positive experience. When we constantly strive for self-improvement, we inevitably highlight what we lack. The key to a more fulfilling life, therefore, lies in choosing what truly matters and letting go of the rest. Manson outlines 3 principles for adopting this mindset. Not caring doesn't mean being indifferent. It means being comfortable with standing out. To let go of trivial concerns, you must first care deeply about something more meaningful. Whether you recognize it or not, you are always making choices about what to prioritize. By consciously selecting what holds value in your life, you regain control and focus on what truly matters. Life is a struggle. Struggle and suffering are inherent to life. As Buddhism teaches, the wealthy suffer because of their riches. The poor suffer because of their poverty. No material possession guarantees happiness. Manson argues that dissatisfaction and discomfort are embedded in human nature. These feelings serve an evolutionary purpose, prompting us to seek change and improvement. In this way, negative emotions are crucial to progress and growth. Instead of asking how to be happy, a more useful question is, what am I willing to struggle for? Success requires effort, sacrifice, and persistence. Manson himself once aspired to be a rock star, but eventually realized he wasn't willing to endure the necessary hardships, practicing tirelessly, seeking record deals, and dedicating years to the craft. Growth stems from overcoming obstacles. The path to success is paved with failure. Those who truly succeed endure countless setbacks. Ironically, you learn far more from failure than from effortless victories. So, rather than merely chasing happiness, determine what you are willing to struggle for. Taking control of your life. William James, the father of American psychology, had an incredibly difficult early life. Born in the 19th century, he battled severe health conditions, temporary blindness, and debilitating back pain. Feeling lost and talentless, he was pressured into medical school but ultimately dropped out, plagued by feelings of failure. Meanwhile, his siblings found success. His brother Henry became a renowned novelist, and his sister Alice earned a living as a writer. By age 30, James had accomplished little and even contemplated suicide. Everything changed when he encountered the philosophy of Charles Peirce, which emphasized taking responsibility for one's life. Instead of blaming external circumstances, James chose to reclaim control. This shift in mindset led him to become a pioneering psychologist, demonstrating the power of personal responsibility. While we cannot always control external events, we can control our reactions to them. By shifting perspective, we transform setbacks into opportunities. Accepting responsibility for our lives does not mean taking the blame for everything, but rather recognizing our power to shape our future. Manson shares his own experience. After his ex-girlfriend cheated on him, he acknowledged his pain but refused to let the betrayal define his happiness. He took responsibility for moving forward. This mindset shift, from victim to agent of change, is empowering. Choosing the right values. Modern culture bombards us with the idea that we must be exceptional. Social media reinforces this, portraying everyone's life as extraordinary. As a result, many people equate being average with failure. This entitlement mindset isolates individuals, fostering the belief that they deserve greatness without effort. However, the truth is that most people lead ordinary lives, and that's okay. Historically, those who accomplished remarkable feats did so not because they believed they were special, but because they pursued personal growth and improvement. To cultivate a meaningful life, it's essential to adopt values that contribute to personal well-being and societal good. Manson argues that certain values, such as pleasure, material success, and always being right, are shallow and unreliable, as they depend on external validation. On the other hand, values like honesty, vulnerability, self-respect, and creativity are rooted in reality, constructive, and within our control. Take Picasso, for example. His core value was authentic expression. This focus kept him dedicated to his craft, unaffected by external pressures. No one is always right. Be wary of your own beliefs. Our brains prioritize efficiency over accuracy, meaning even our memories can be unreliable. We may even fabricate recollections of events that never occurred. Accepting the possibility of being wrong is a critical step toward growth. Manson's law of avoidance states, the more something threatens your identity, the more you will avoid it. Often we resist change because it challenges how we see ourselves. However, questioning deeply held beliefs can be liberating. For instance, someone who identifies solely through their career may fear change, but embracing uncertainty can lead to a more fulfilling life. Certainty is limiting. The more open you are to questioning your assumptions, the more control you gain over your own life. Facing mortality. Though uncomfortable, acknowledging our mortality is essential. Many fear death, yet without it, life would lack meaning. Recognizing life's impermanence allows us to prioritize what truly matters. Manson shares a personal story. When he was younger, his friend Josh tragically died at just 19. This experience profoundly impacted him, shifting his focus toward meaningful pursuits. Death, paradoxically, can provide clarity on how we want to live. One way to make peace with mortality is by embracing values that extend beyond ourselves. By dedicating time to meaningful pursuits, whether relationships, creative work, or personal growth, we leave a lasting impact. Commitment to something bigger than oneself offers freedom and depth of experience. Rather than fearing missed opportunities, recognize that commitment provides clarity and fulfillment. Knowing what matters eliminates distractions and brings purpose. Final thoughts. Ultimately, the key to a fulfilling life is not chasing wealth, fame, or external validation. Instead, focus on what truly resonates with you. Manson's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a FCK asterisk has resonated with readers worldwide by offering a refreshing perspective on personal growth. As Steve Kamb, author of Level Up Your Life, aptly puts it, this book is like a much-needed slap in the face from your best friend, hilarious, crude, and deeply thought-provoking. Read it only if you're ready to drop the excuses and take control of your life. I hope you enjoyed the content. A big hug, and see you next time.